hop on board and explore the island of Sodor with everyone's #1 friend, Thomas the Tank Engine. You'll join in on the excitement and adventure with all of Thomas's friends. There's the cheerful but sometimes accident-prone Percy, the proud and strong Gordon, James with his splendid red coat, the long and fast Henry, the always helpful Bertie, everyone's new friend Emily, and Sir Topham Hatt, the superintendent of the railway, who makes sure everything keeps running right on time. Each release in this award-winning collection contains stories that teach the valuable life lessons of friendship and working together, and the importance of trust and honesty.
Thank you for looking after my passengers. I do like company, especially children's company.
And now, Little Engineers have an express ticket to trainloads of interactive fun, now available on DVD. Join your railway friends as they take you to island destinations such as the Fun and Games Shed, Sing-Along Station, Readalong Depot, and the Character Gallery, where you'll meet each engine up close and personal. Each Thomas the Tank Engine release is engineered for fun. The journey starts here, so climb aboard for all of these Thomas and Friends adventures today.
Hello, I'm Thomas, and I'd like to welcome you to the island of Sodor. I hope your journey here was a pleasant one. Mine sure was. My friends and I have been so excited to know you were coming, and we are all ready to show you why it's great to be an engine. You can play all stories on It's Great to Be an Engine, or you can go directly to the Fun and Games Quarry, where Cranky can lead you to game adventures. Or, if you'd like, you could express yourself directly to the story of your choice. It's time to leave the station, so let's get started. Hi, I'm Cranky, and I'm unloading some fun games and activities for you to play. You can pick from the following fun activities, including Read to Race, If You Were an Engine, Thomas's Cargo Challenge, Character Gallery, Special Delivery Read-Along Book, and much, much more. Hi, I'm Edward. Welcome to Read to Race, where you can read to help me beat Spencer in a race to the finish. As you know, in Edward the Great, Spencer thought that he was faster and finer than all the engines on Sodor put together. Help me prove him wrong. You'll see 4 names appear at the top of the screen. Choose the one that matches what I read, and I will advance. Get it wrong, and Spencer will move ahead. If you get stumped, just select the Reading Help button, and I will read the names from top to bottom. Good luck, and don't worry, you can come back again and again, so you can practice and improve. Find the word that reads Thomas. Terrific. Keep up the good work. I am moving forward. Which of the above words reads Toby? Gordon, Toby, Spencer, Bertie. Keep up the good work. You got it. Look carefully and find the word that reads engine. You did it. I won. Great job. Spencer isn't the fastest and finest engine on the island after all. Come back and play again for some more reading fun.
Hello, I'm Sir Topham Hatt, and I just know that you are as really useful as an engine. But do you want to find out what engine you are most like? All you need to do is answer a few questions. I will tally the answers and find out if you are more like Toby, Thomas, Gordon, James, or Percy. Are you ready? Let's begin.
What quality best describes you? I'm the #1 engine. I can do anything with the encouragement of my friends. I am shiny, red, and splendid. I am fast and proud. I want to be friends with everyone. What is your favorite number? You love to. What was one of your favorite adventures? Which engine would you most like to be for a day?
Okay, now we can figure out if you were an engine, which engine would you be? Let me take a second to tally the answers. Very interesting indeed. Because you can be a little cheeky at times, but are always bustling about and eager to help. You are most like everyone's favorite number one engine, Thomas. Hello. Welcome to Cargo Challenge, where you'll get the opportunity to listen closely and follow directions in order to deliver the special cargo to different locations on the island. Remember, I will be providing my recommendation of how many trucks that Thomas should use and how fast he should travel. Then, it's up to you to decide. Simply select the number of trucks to use on the lower left, then the appropriate speed, then watch Thomas go. Good luck! The fishermen have caught their biggest catch of fish ever, and welcome to the Character Gallery, where you'll learn the special qualities that make each character on the island of Sodor different and unique. Thomas has many friends. Visit them all by pressing the right direction button on your controller. Most importantly, though, don't forget to click on the engine button to find out why your friends think it's great to be an engine. Thomas can be described as a cheeky, fussy little engine. He often gets into scrapes, usually by being overeager to do things best left to bigger and more sensible engines. But clouds never last long in Thomas's world, and he's soon bustling about again, playing his part in the yard and on his very own branch line, of which he is extremely proud. Thomas can be described as a cheeky. Edward is one of the older engines in my railway. The most important thing about Edward is that he's good-willed and kind. When the other engines misbehave, it's Edward that I turn to in order to calm everyone down and restore order. Henry is a long, fast engine. He has a thoroughbred look, and like all thoroughbreds, tends to be somewhat highly strung and prone to illness. But he has his new shape now, and, sympathetically driven, he'll give any engine a run for its money. Gordon is the senior member of the engine family, the fastest and most powerful of my string, and he knows it. He's good-hearted, though, and always willing to forgive, and use his superior strength to help smaller engines out of trouble. James is a medium-sized engine. His 6 driving wheels are not as big as Gordon's and not as small as Thomas's. He has a fine scarlet coat and brass dome and likes to think of himself as a really splendid engine. This can occasionally lead to highfalutin ideas about the sort of work suitable for such a noble creature. Invariably, they land James into trouble. Percy is the junior member of the principal team of engines. He's a happy little chap who's normally quite content puffing around the yard, with no particular desire for adventure in the great world outside. He's always keen to oblige, a fact of which the other engines are apt to take advantage. Toby is old-fashioned, both in looks and outlook. Every engine, no matter how old, wants to be really useful, and having once nearly been scrapped, Toby is always happy to work. He's not above being temperamental sometimes, but since he works mainly up on an outlying quarry line, he can work off his moods without causing grief to anyone except his own faithful coach, Henrietta.
Welcome to the Readalong Depot, where you will get a chance to either read along with a narrator or read alone at your own pace. Hello, I'm Toby, and welcome to Sneak Peeks. Don't forget to check out Day Out with Thomas to learn about how Thomas can come to a railroad near you. ThomasTheTankEngine.com is loaded with exciting features and news about all of your Island of Sodor friends. There are lots of activities and fun games to play. You can also find out about Thomas events and visit Sir Topham Hatt's office. Have fun! It's time to leave the station, so let's get started.
It's Great to Be an Engine features 7 different stories for you to enjoy. Press the red arrow button to see more choices.
It's time to leave the station, so let's get started.